So this is just a short video with my Pentium 1. I've been meaning to do a video about this computer for a while. It's a 233 MMX CPU. It's got a 3.5 inch floppy drive, 5 1/4 CD-ROM, and the cool thing about it is this is a computer I never had back in the day. My computer didn't have 3D effects, which this computer has. This computer has two Voodoo2 12 meg um, cards in it, SLI. And the CPU bottlenecks the system quite a bit because, the Voodoo2s don't have enough room to breathe, but it's still cool nonetheless. There's the pass-through cable. The case for this is all one solid unit, so you just gotta unscrew it, plug it all, pull it all off. There's my cable management. That's how it was back in the day. There's the beautiful cards. I think they look great. And there's that SLI bridge. Um, and I have two of them. That one is a wider one for if you have like a PCI slot in between the cards. Creative CD-ROM drive. I like anything creative. First game we're gonna play is Resident Evil, and I remember when I bought this from not EB Games. It was like uh, Electronics Boutique back then. And this was a 3-pack, a 3D pack, or a 3D pack of games, and this was one of them, and I love this game. This is such a 90s intro. I watch it every single time. I never skip this intro. It's like MTV style 90s. And Resident Evil is a game that I just loved when I played it. I remember my friend telling me about this game because he had it on PlayStation, and I just couldn't imagine it because the way he's describing it was like unlike anything I've ever seen before. I was used to 2D games, and he was talking about running around enemies. Like, wow, it's 3D. I've never seen it. The intros on this game are really cool. I like this one and the splatter, and then the Resident Evil comes in. I'm gonna play this game again all the way through. The best way I'm playing this game on my Pentium with a Sidewinder controller, and those things are amazing for this computer. Obviously, I'm gonna choose Jill first. And when I first started up the game, I chose 3D effects, but just to get that 3D effects logo in the beginning, which I cut out and you don't actually see it, but well, I love the voice acting. There are graphical glitches if you choose 3D effects. Instead, you should choose what's it called, Matrix, Mystique, or something like that, and you won't have those little glitches. You can see them in the graphics here and there.
Can you go? I'm going with you.
I couldn't believe it when I saw these graphics for the first time, and even like none of the voice acting bothered you or anything back then. This was all brand new.
Stay alert. Stay alert.
And the fact I can run this on a computer was just, I don't know. I think when I played this originally, I had a Banshee, a Voodoo Banshee. So I'm just going to show a little bit of gameplay from each of these games. What? I love these lines. They're delivered so horribly.
What is it? Blood. See if you can find any other clues. See if you can find any other clues.
And I can't believe this game spawned so many others. Mainline games, offshoot games. I beat Resident Evil 9 not too long ago. I love the sounds. I love this. The 3D rotation of everything in your inventory. That was really cool to me. The classic door animation. I love this scene. Honestly, I think I prefer playing this version, the original, over playing the remakes. Although I hope they do like a modern remake, like all the other remakes that have been coming out. Because was it on the Dreamcast? No, I think it was just the GameCube. It was okay. I prefer going back to this version every time.
Barry?
And not only that, but I just love playing it on this Pentium and running it on these Voodoo cards. It runs so good. I just love that. When I originally played this game, I didn't know you can run back into the room and have Barry take care of the zombie. I used to always try to fight him and waste all my ammo.
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
And anyway, the next game that we're gonna play is Quake II. And this is a game I haven't been beaten yet. So I'm gonna beat it this year. I'm gonna beat this game. I'm gonna play as many of the expansion packs as I can. And this game, when I originally played this, I played in software rendering, so playing it in 3D like this just looks incredible. Even though I do miss the software rendering look of some of these games, but man, it just looks incredible. Like I wasn't a big fan of first-person shooters back when these games were popular. I don't think it was a while later before I enjoyed that I started to really like first-person shooters, and I'll tell you which game got me into first-person shooters in a little bit. But I've come to really like Quake 2. I've tried to get through it a few times, and I got far, but I kept having to like format hard drives and so on, just for because I was messing around with computers. But this is another one I'm gonna play all the way through, and I might do it on Steam because it has all those new expansions as well. But playing it on here on 3D effects is just has a feeling that playing it on Steam, even with all those new expansions and updated graphics, just can't compete with, in my opinion. You might feel differently if you didn't grow up with these games. If you didn't grow up in the 90s and see your friends playing this stuff and being wowed by the graphics, and then to you it might seem dated. But I think that if you like lived through this in the 90s, going back to these graphics, they look incredible to you because it just takes you right back to those years that you sat there either in your room or with friends and just playing these games, being amazed, like, oh man, look at that, they even ducked to get out of the way. And I love when you blow this guy's head off, he still raises a gun and he can shoot you. Let's take a look at Half-Life. This happened to me all the time. You can't say that if you had these computers back in the day, this happened to you all the time. You'd put the disc in and the tray would just go and chomp on your disc once or twice. But you know what? They survived. This is my original Half-Life disc, still running. Little Sierra Studio. Sierra has made so many great games over the years. They've just been done incredible things. And if you haven't played Half-Life 1, I know a lot of people talk about Half-Life 2 like it was the best thing ever, and it is really good. Play Half-Life 1 if you haven't. Played the two expansions as well. They're super fun, super immersive. And I don't remember how I played this back in the day. I'm sure I played it on a Pentium 1. Maybe I also played it on my. You know what? I think I played it on a Voodoo 3 actually. Because after my Banshee, I sold it to a buddy of mine, and I used some of the money, and I played. And I went to the store and I bought a Voodoo 3 2000, which I still have, and that is sitting in my Pentium 3 right now, and it's still running strong. But I played the heck out of this game. It was so good. The sounds, the graphics, the things blowing up, like the lighting effects, the voice acting, everything about this game just pulled you right into it. Puzzle solving, the ending, not talking, like the character that's super quiet and everyone just talks at you.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one. Oh, God, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move him and all our phones are out. Please, get to the surface as soon as you can and let someone know we're stranded down here. You'll need me wherever
Yeah, I
you
wanted to
travel.
come back and make sure I listened to everything they said. There's
We'll gladly help
so
you.
many games, and they probably still do it now. I just can't think of any where if there's like some characters around the corner and they don't notice you, they'll have like a whole conversation, and like sitting and listening to the thing can be really entertaining, and it can like last. Sometimes it can last for minutes. Oh yeah, I have to get this guy to open the door for me. These are things I used to like back then when like other characters would interact with you and follow you around and help you out. Although on the other hand, I did like being by myself and being able to explore without having to hold hands and make sure somebody doesn't get killed. Like this was so cool. We didn't have so many games like this. This was brand new. This was like something we hadn't seen before. And that reminds me, I need to finish Half-Life Alex. And in these sections, it's just like almost I would almost say it's like a tutorial, right? Like instead of holding your hand and saying press C to crouch and this and that, it's kind of guiding you through, but it kind of expects you to have already gone through the manual, um, read up on basic instructions, and gone into the settings and changed your controls to what you like. So they're not holding your hand exactly, but they're kind of slowly giving you a little bit more and more of the game. And man, when you run into these, look how cool they look. They still look cool. And I love Barney's gonna, not Barney, but the security guy shoots me. I'm like, what? What the hell? Did I hit him with the crowbar? But no, I was just in his way.
Got another
I
one,
love, yeah,
Jake.
just the
I'm
voice acting, the lines they have. And here we go, the famous castle flyby for Unreal. And this is the game that got me back into, or got me into first-person shooters. I also remember the day that I bought this. I don't remember the day, like it was this month and whatever, but I saw this on the shelf. I think the case, the box looked unbelievable, and I was looking at it, I'm like, wow, the graphics look insane. This is incredible. There's no way it can be that good. So I bought it, took it home, and then started playing it. And again, I was probably playing this on a Pentium 1 with a Voodoo 3, and I was in awe. Like when you first get out of that prison ship that you start on, and you look around, you see the sky, you see the sun, you see like all this, the terrain, you're just floored. Like, oh my God, it looks incredible. And there's also a section in the ship where there's a reflective floor, and it just blew me away. Yeah, I absolutely love this game playing through, and I like to play through it every now and then. There is an expansion. I don't think I've ever played it. So the next time I play through this, which is soon, I'll have to play through the expansion. And I love that your starting pistol seems like really weak at first, but eventually, if you get all the upgrades near the end of the game, it's a super powerful pistol, and it's well, it's like a plasma gun, right? But yeah, I like this weapon. I think there was some cool. The rocket launcher in this looked cool. Um, Having those big bulky enemies come at you with the rocket launchers, that always scared the heck out of me. But man, it was a different thing back then, having these 3D effects cards and having, there we go, rocket launcher. I just think it looks really cool. Oh, it's not the rocket launcher, it's the, why did I think it was rocket launcher? I forget what that one was called. Well, the sound effects were really cool. And again, the computer is bottlenecked by the CPU, so there is slowdown. It's not super smooth all the time, but it still looks incredible. And I credit this to getting me interested in first-person shooters because after I played through this, I think that's when I went ahead and got like things like Half-Life, and I started getting into Doom. Like when I first played Doom, I didn't like it, but after playing this, I started getting into all those other first-person shooters. And I had to play some Need for Speed 2 SE, and I wasn't sure what the differences were at first between SE and the regular edition, but apparently the SE has this one, well, obviously 3D effect support, um, a few new cars, I think four or maybe a bit more than that, different. gameplay style called Wild. It has reversed and mirrored courses, and I think there's something else, but there's enough changes to make it worth it. And yeah, I really love the Electronic Arts logo. Need for Speed has always been one of my favorite racing um, franchises. And this game, again, I used to play this in the just regular software rendering, and I thought it was great back then. But playing it in 3D with 3D effects just looks so much better. And this is a game you can just jump into. You can change the map, change the some of the settings like reverse or mirror, how many opponents you want, what car you want to choose, what color the car should be, um, day or night, raining or not, and just jump in, have a race, and then jump out, do something else. Or you can have like a whole tournament if you want. But yeah, this music just screams 90s, right? Like it's and in a good way. Definitely in a good way. Like when you get some free time, the kid's asleep, you turn this on, put the headset on, turn on this game, and you were transported right back to 1990, whatever this came out. And look at those graphics, they just look incredible. Fog in the distance, and the cars are good. The sounds are good. You can play this for hours, or you can play it for 5 minutes. Um, Need for Speed 3 was really good, but I think my favorite was High Stakes. I haven't played Porsche Unleashed in that much, and I want to finish Porsche Unleashed finally. Porsche, why can't I say it? Porsche Unleashed. I want to finally play and beat that game as well. And there's so many more. Pentium 1, it's worth having an old system and running these games on for authenticity and grabbing a bunch of games if you can and going through them. And I'm not going to be here and say like, oh, modern games are terrible, because they're not. There's a lot of good ones, but there's something about playing with these old ones.